Welcome back to the channel. I'm Crypto Trend Trader, and today we're going to be taking a look at the TJD Stoch Slope in another episode of our indicator series. But before we get started, I'd like to remind you this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. These markets are extremely volatile, so please trade at your own risk and don't risk more than you're willing to lose. Alright, so here we are. I'm Crypto Trend Trader. Here we're looking at the TJD Stoch Slope, and you can find that on TradingView. It is a free indicator. You can see it right down here, and essentially what this does is it's taking the stochastic and it is combining the two lines that you would normally have in the stochastic into a single line, and the single line will either turn blue when it's in an uptrend, it will turn red when it's in a downtrend, and then you'll see also I have interlaid on here the RSI as well, and then the moving average of the RSI. So basically it just gives you an idea where the RSI is relative to the stochastic at the time. And then obviously as well, it is set up for signals. So when we enter into the bearish control zone here at the top, which is set over 80, it will flash as red. When you enter into the bullish control zone here, which is under 20, it will flash as green. And now it will actually flash signals as well. Let me pull one up here real quick. Alright, here we can see pretty clearly. You'll see when it flashes the S at the top here, that's a sell signal or a short signal. And here at the bottom, you'll see the B is a signal for buy or long. And you don't want to just go immediately all in or all out based on one single B or S. But what that's doing is it's basically telling you that the cross is occurring below that point, and that what I like to call these zones, when you see it green like this, I like to call that an accumulation zone. When you see it red like this, I like to call that a take profit zone. And then when you see a specific S like that is when you should be on high alert that you're looking for an entry or exit depending on which direction you're trying to go in. When you see two S's flash in a row, the second S is going to be exponentially stronger than the first one. Same with when you see two buys in a row. When you see the B and then you see the second B, it's a much stronger signal. But what you're looking for is more than just seeing the B or the S inside of this. What you want to see often for the best success is it after you get that S, you get a strong move. You'll immediately see the color of the slope of the stochastic change, and then you'll also immediately see the red control zone. You'll exit that and go back into the neutral zone, and that's essentially the basics to it. But you'll see on occasion you don't want to just blindly sell or blindly buy when you get one of these signals, because what it is you're getting the S, you're getting the S, you're getting the S, you're getting the S. So if you're just shorting this the whole time, you're getting wrecked. So like I said, you're looking for that S, and then you're looking for it to exit the bearish control zone. So once you're leaving out of the red zone here, it's much more likely to be a successful trade. You still would have had a little bit of draw down here, or draw up, however you want to look at it, but then it got you into a massive moving trade. And now I'm here on the 4 hour on Bitfinex for Bitcoin, but essentially you can see how successful it is. It's very, very basic on the 4 hour. It's going to give you the green accumulation zone. You're going to buy into the accumulation zone. You're going to ride it to the top. You can either sell out when it crosses back negative, or I like to wait for an actual sell signal. But I use this with other indicators as well. I don't blindly just trade this. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm just explaining to you how I use it. So what you'll see is you see your green area here. You would have taken accumulation through that zone, and then you would have sold through this zone, took a short. You would have bought through this zone, took a long. This one would actually put you in a bad trade. You probably would have ended up getting stopped out on this one before the actual move down, which is why you don't want to just specifically just blindly use a single indicator, okay? Because there's other things that was telling you we're going to come down lower, like for instance this key support line of the triangle gives you a very good idea that we're going to come back down to that triangle. So you got to be careful when you're buying a move like this in a downtrend. I like to trade only in the direction of the primary trend when using an indicator like this. So when we start into a downtrend, I'm going to short. When we're in an uptrend, even if it's just a shorter one, I'm gonna long through the uptrend. But you want to stay with the trend on this. You don't want to just blindly buy and sell into it regardless. And now if you go to a longer time frame on this one, this thing won't get as many signals, but it performs phenomenally. I mean, if you are literally, you would be buying through this zone, accumulating, and then like I said, you wouldn't just blindly sell because you're in a ridiculous uptrend. but you know, you get a buy signal that was like 8 months ago, so you have to be careful. You know, certain time frames you're not going to get as many triggers, you're not going to get as many signals, but in general it is going to get you in the best trades. You can also use it to get out of trades, like for instance, when you're at the bottom here, you're getting the buy signal or the accumulation zone, and then you get the positive slope change. That's usually a good trade, and then you can take it out of the trade either when you cross over the RSI or when the slope changes, or however you want to do it. But you'll see a lot of times the slope changes and you would have already got stopped out on a trailing stop. So I think that's an ideal way to do it. But here again, you would have just bought, you would have took this trade here. You wouldn't have just blindly sold as soon as it changed to red here because it was a fake out. But you'll see once we're on top of the RSI, it moves up, and then what I suspect is going to happen shortly, because this bounce does look like it's getting exhausted. What's going to happen is we're either going to consolidate and let this cool back down for a little bit, or we are going to get a violent sell-off. But typically when the RSI goes above the stochastic is the end of the trend. It means that we are way, way overbought. And it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's a strong signal. And also it works the other way as well. Obviously, if the RSI is below the stochastic and we're down here, you're going to get the same type of signature. So, but that's the basics of it. You know, you can obviously mess with a little bit and get a better idea what works for you. It is a very effective indicator. Essentially eliminates the guesswork to it. You can turn off the RSI if you don't want it. You can adjust the settings on it as well. It changes the colors, whatever you like to do. You can change the zones where it triggers you at, buy and sell signals. You can turn them on and off, etc. It's a great indicator, very useful. Again, it's very visually appealing. You can just glance at a chart for only a moment and immediately know if you have a trading plan in place. Do I need to buy this asset? Do I need to sell this asset? Are we in a trending trade up? I'm going to stay in that trade. Are we in a trending trade down? I'm going to stay in that trade. You know, is there a reversal impending? It works phenomenally, and this is one of my favorite indicators to use with other indicators as well. So here you have it, the Crypto Trend Trader. I'm Crypto Trend Trader. This is the TJD Stoch Slope, and it's available on TradingView, absolutely free. And all you got to do is just go search TJD, and there's a bunch of very nice indicators that are available for free. Feel free to check them out. If you enjoyed the content of this video or found it useful, please feel free to check out this indicator and use it. Give me your feedback in the comments. If you have any questions or you want to see specific technical analysis on a coin or something like that, please let me know as well. I'd be glad to do that for you. That's basically the gist of it. All right, another episode of our indicator series, the TJD Stoch Slope, explained how to use it, what it means, and the best way to trade it, in my opinion. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. That's Crypto Trend Trader, signing off.